What is up, YouTube? Dylan Pearson here, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about a mistake that I made that nearly cost me everything. And this isn't clickbait. This is 100% a legit situation that I just went through. It was the most stressful 3 days of my entrepreneur career so far, and it was this previous 3 days. So I'm going to go into what happened and how you can protect yourself from making the same mistake. So if you're new to my channel, I'm super happy to have you here. I drop a video just like this, minimum of 2 times per week, always super high quality. And once I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a 30-minute consulting call completely free as a giveaway to give back to you guys and thank you for the support that you've shown. So make sure to subscribe, notifications on, hit the like button too. That really helps on my channel. And let me know in the comments if you've made a mistake similar to this one once we jump into it. So I guess it's about time to kind of explain what is going on here, because this is a dramatic title and it's not really exaggerated at all. So this mistake literally nearly cost me everything. So what was the mistake? To sum it up, I didn't treat my Facebook ad accounts as the most valuable asset I own. And here's a picture of a Porsche 911 GT3. I believe that's what it is. And then the equivalents of Facebook ads. And in reality, Facebook ads should be treated as my most valuable asset at all times. And that's a mistake I made, is I didn't view it as that. So what exactly happened by viewing it as, lesser than some of the other assets I owned? I lost everything, literally everything, for 3 days. So this was the notifications I got when I logged on to my Facebook ads on Thursday afternoon. So actually it's been longer than 3 days. I signed on and I went to my ad account that was spending around $2,000 per day. It was a personal one. And I see this: your advertising access is restricted. You're no longer allowed to use Facebook products to advertise. Thought it was an error. Clicked X on it a few times, refreshed. It went away. I tried to upload some ads. All of a sudden, nope, everything's blocked. I went back to just my business manager, tried to add some different accounts to it. Nothing would work at all. I went to my clients' accounts. I have 4 clients right now that I manage ads for. I went to all of their accounts and I could no longer make changes on their accounts. So basically, in the matter of 30 minutes, I went from being able to run a very profitable business that, that's how I make my living off of, to being blocked completely from any sort of income in 30 minutes. Earlier that morning, I was advertising perfectly fine, working directly with clients, and 30 minutes later, this is what showed. So first thing I did, aside from nearly having a heart attack, was went to the support chat. And I hopped on a live chat with support, and basically I showed him what was happening, and he took a look at my ad accounts, and he's like, this is weird. There's really no violations on your ad account. So, I'm not really sure, but I can't help you, is what he said. He literally says, I can't help you. You need to submit a ticket. So I went to the ticket, submitted it, and it says, we'll get back to you within 72 hours. Okay. I understand like this stuff can take a while. I was just going to wait it out. So I filed the ticket and I went back to my ad accounts. This ad account that was spending $2,000 a day was still spending $2,000 a day, and I had zero control over anything. So there was ad sets that I was testing that were spending a ridiculous amount of money, and I couldn't shut them off. I literally cannot shut them off. My clients, I had to reach out. I explained the situation. Luckily, my clients are amazing. And all of them are completely, understanding. And I just paused our contract, so the extension will just be added on to the end of the month. But yeah, I went from doing, my normal daily routine with Facebook ads to not being able to do anything at all. I talked to support. They told me to submit a ticket, and then I saw that my stuff was still spending, so I reached back out to live chat. And I got the greatest support member I've ever had in my life with Facebook. I explained the situation. I explained how I have 4 clients that, are expecting me to manage their ads. I explained that I have multiple ad accounts with no violations, and I explained that they're still spending. And basically, the support person was not able to shut anything off, But instead of having me manually do it, she was very, very, very great. And after this whole situation was over, I actually put in a huge review directly to Facebook with her and stuff. Anyways, she herself submitted appeals. She did the research herself. She once again confirmed there was no violations on my accounts. But really there was nothing she could do. And not only that, but it was Thursday and she didn't work again until Monday. So from Thursday until today at 12 p.m., my accounts were spending and I had no control over them. And I was blocked from ever advertising again on Facebook. I was doing research, and what I found is that a lot of people this happens to, and they never get their accounts back. And you might think you can create a new account, just a new profile, and start advertising again. But Facebook tracks your IPs, MAC address, emails, billing, everything. And if they see any connection, they will ban the new one too. So basically, once you get the ban, this one right here that you're seeing, advertising access restricted, you will never be able to advertise on Facebook or Instagram again. And as I read this, I'm sure you guys can imagine how I felt in that moment and how I felt for a good 5 days. So, yeah, I lost everything, and that's what happened by not viewing Facebook as the most valuable asset. So, what happened today? This is what I received. Hey Dylan, we reviewed your Facebook ad account and determined that access to your advertising features was incorrectly disabled. We've reinstated your access to advertising, and any ads that were affected will return to their previous status. We apologize for the inconvenience. So yeah, I'm back. I'm good now. And as you can imagine, I blasted some music and just acted like it was like a party. It was a great feeling, but at the same time, I learned a ton from this situation. And I wanted to share everything I learned from the situation with you all, so you don't have to go through this yourself. Basically, there's a few things I feel like could have triggered this. Although they said none of my advertising accounts had any violations and that clearly the ban from Facebook was done incorrectly, I do want to cover some things that I personally think might have caused this to happen. And if you've never worked with Facebook support, they don't give any reasoning behind what they did. So if you do get your account banned or banned from Facebook, they will never provide you an exact reason at all. Basically, what they expect is that you go through their policies before you start advertising with them and you don't make a mistake. And if you make a mistake, they can and they will ban you, and they won't have to explain any reason why. So here's what I'm doing now. Basically, there's 4 things that I really realized, and I don't have my notebook around here. I would show you. I had a page called the F word plan, F word plan, basically. And I listed out a bunch of different things, a bunch of different concepts that I was going to use if I couldn't get back on Facebook ads. As you know, this is what entrepreneurship's all about. When problems come up, you have to solve them. And I had complete faith in myself that I would make something work. But at the same time, it was kind of like I have this YouTube channel about Facebook ads. This is what I'm an expert in. I have 4 clients. I have very successful brands, and it all revolves around Facebook ads. So basically, there was 4 things that came out of this that I'm doing today. As soon as I got access back, this is what I'm focusing on. So first, constant monitoring of my ad accounts, Facebook pages, messages, and everything else associated with my pages and comments and whatnot. I hired 3 more virtual assistants today. I already had 2. I had 1 on the accounts, and I hired 3 more. What are they going to do for me? I have some specifically responding to messages sent to my Facebook page. I have some specifically responding to comments on my Facebook ads, and the other ones are just solely focused on my Zendesk support ticket system, so any emails that come through. Basically, I told them if a message gets sent to one of my brand pages, I want to answer within 10 minutes. That might seem like overboard, but I'm not playing any games anymore. I've learned my lesson. So this is one thing that I can't recommend enough. Facebook wants their users to be happy, and if they're commenting, whether it's positive or negative, whether they're messaging positive or negative, and they're not getting responses or they're getting responses way later, Facebook frowns upon that very, very badly. And I did have a few accounts that had, or a few pages that had a slightly slower response time, like a day or two. And that could have been an issue to get flagged. I really don't think it was, but it very well might have been. Next, not sharing my pixels to more than 2 accounts. There is a pro to backing up your pixel. And the way that you do this is you go into your data sources in your business manager and you just select a pixel and share it to another account. That way, if something happens to that ad account, the other ad account can then access that data and it doesn't go to waste. What I think I incorrectly did was I shared some of my pixels to like nearly every account I have, and I have around 10 accounts. And what can happen here is if one of those pixels becomes flagged for any sort of reason, any account that's associated with that pixel then becomes flagged also. So when this whole process happened, what I saw was one pixel, it appeared one pixel might have caused like 8 accounts to get deactivated. And obviously that was incorrect. They reactivated it. But that's just something I noticed. So basically, I will never share pixel resources to more than 2 ad accounts. One will be the main one, and one will be a backup. Other than that, that's all I'm doing. I'm trying to differentiate and really silo each one of my ad accounts with their own data, their own, et cetera, et cetera. I don't want a big mesh of data between these, because if something gets flagged, the other ones are associated. It's kind of like, partners in crime. Something happens to this, everything is going to be viewed as a criminal in Facebook eyes. So never going to share to more than 2 ad accounts again. Next, this is something that's overlooked. Ensure ad frequency remains low. I have a few ads that have 6+ million views. And one thing that I wasn't doing enough of was analyzing my ad frequency. Ad frequency is how many times the average person sees your ad. If it starts rising above 1.5, above 2, above 3, above 4, you're risking it. You need to be recycling and refreshing creatives consistently. Basically, there's something that happens with when ad frequency goes up. There's a little 3-tab button on ads when people see them, and they can hit "Don't show me this ad again." Facebook will ask why. They will say, "I've already seen it. It's low quality, etc. It's spam." And this will happen way more frequently when people see the ad more frequently. And basically, to prevent this, you need to be recycling your creatives, excluding people that have already purchased, and just really focusing on keeping that ad frequency low. And keep people happy. Keep them seeing new content. Think about if you were forced to watch the same YouTube video every single day, that you went on a platform you didn't want to see that on. That's basically what it feels like. So ensure ad frequency remains low. This is something I've been implementing a lot more. I'm adding 3 new video creatives every single week minimum. So yeah, if people are hiding and reporting your ads, Facebook's not going to be happy. Finally, this is, in my opinion, the most important one. Organic SEO and traffic. So, as you guys know, I do have some private label brands and stuff, like carbon fiber wallets like this. And one thing that's pretty amazing about this brand is I don't do any advertising for it, and it still drives sales. How? Because I focused on organic SEO. I didn't have the money when I created this brand to invest in Facebook ads. So I focused on blogs, sending it to influencers on YouTube, getting reviews done, Reddit, talking about it on Reddit. I think 55% of my traffic now for that brand comes from Reddit, which is actually crazy. So in the future, I'm placing a huge focus on organic SEO and traffic. Because if my Facebook system goes down ever again, I still have income through that organic SEO. And organic SEO is a long-term play. It's not like you make a blog post and tomorrow you're getting sales. It could be months, years later. So basically, I did have some major plans to create some new long-term brands, kind of like this one, but just with my updated mindset, I created this brand about 2.5 years ago. So obviously I've grown a lot in terms of my skill set. So I'm going to take my skill set and create that brand. And I had plans a couple months from now to do this. It got pushed up to today. I've started working on my new brand today. And this is going to be a long-term play, you know, and it's going to be something that will sustain itself even when Facebook ads dies completely, or if this situation ever happens again, so I don't have to worry. Man, what a couple past 5 past days. I was not expecting that to happen. Very, very stressful, but we're back, and I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd never want this to happen to you, so please take notice of this content right here on this page and don't make any mistakes like this. Treat your Facebook ad asset as the most valuable asset you own, because it truly is. And that is that. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Dylan out.